Hello, how are you? Welcome back. This is week 3. We did um, action last week. So this week we're going to be doing wealth in general, and to attract wealth into our lives, we're going to do a little experiment. So if you know any results that have happened as they already have happened, and we know they've happened during this energy clearing process, we're going to go into week 3 in terms of wealth and wealth accumulation so that everyone can achieve more wealth within their lives. So without further ado, we're going to use Christy Marie Sheldon's energy clearing sessions, abilities, and what she's taught me and what I've been doing for like 4 to 5 years now. So without further ado, let's begin the energy clearing session by connecting to the light and dealing with 18 limiting beliefs when it comes to money. So right now, I want you to close your eyes. Now allow yourself to pray and go up 300 feet above yourself to where you can see, sense, or feel the light. Allow the light into your crown, clearing away your crown. Allow it into your third eye, clearing away your vision of the future. Allow it into your senses so you can sense your imagination, so you can imagine more money in your life easily and effortlessly, and clearing away everything in the way. Come up and be cleared now. Also, we allow this to come into our throats and mouths so we can speak wealth. Allow it to come into our hearts so we can feel wealth, more wealth in our lives, and imagine more wealth in our lives through the art of feeling, and allow it to come into our solar plexus where we can just be grounded in wealth and more wealth than we've ever needed before. And allow it to come into our orange chakra so we can be more sexually grounded to wealth, so we can use our sexual energy more usefully and advancedly to create more wealth in our lives for our creative imagination, and to imagine more wealth in our lives in the creative imagination form. We allow this light to come into our roots so we can be rooted and walk in wealth for the rest of our lives starting now. We allow this light to go into our bodies, clearing away every cell, structure, and every part of us that is of a bad memory of wealth to be turned into light and that of wealth instead. We allow this light to go into the center of the earth now, where we feel Mama's love. And then we allow, yes, even for you, yes. And we allow this light to come back up from the center of the earth, through our feet, up through our knees, up through our thighs, and up to our heads, clearing away all of our imagination for wealth and creation of wealth creation from our imaginations first, in terms of feeling and seeing before it happens. Now we allow this light to expand from our heart like a 360-degree sunshine past our bodies, past the room we're in, past the building we're in, past the city we're in, past the province or state we're in, past the country we're in, past the domain we're in, and past the world, and past the earth. We're all united, and we're sending a little bit of love and light, and a lot of love and light to all who requested it and all who need it now, so that if they just are open to receiving it, they can receive our love and light from wherever they are in the planet. Now we're connected to the light. It feels really, really good. So let's begin clearing energy blockages. Number 1. The first block and energy blockage we have is, I don't want to see and imagine more wealth in my life. So when was the first age you decided to believe, I don't want to see and imagine more wealth in my life? There we go. Who did you get it from? Remember, it's the first answer without thinking about it. Just allow that to come up and be targeted in now. What feeling is it? Where in your body is it? Now that we see it, by all the names of God, light and love from above and below, come now in increasing amounts into the spot where this energy blockage is, and transmute it, clear it, delete it, dimension, space, and reality. What would it take for everyone to fill it in with light and love and to imagine more and create more wealth in their lives and to want to imagine more wealth in their lives now? Okay, now we're going to move on to the second block. Is I don't feel I'm enough to imagine wealth in my life. So, when was the first age you decided to believe I don't feel I'm enough to imagine more wealth in my life or wealth in my life in general? There we go. Who gave it to you? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? Light and love from above and below, come now and delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality, permanently, effectively, and rapidly, and almost instantly now. Instantly clear it. We're just going to allow more light and love from above and below. Just keep allowing it in. Keep allowing more light till it's completely gone. More and more light till it's There we go. It's gone now. Now what would it take for you to be able to feel you are enough to imagine more wealth in your life? The third block we'll be working on today is I don't know enough about wealth to generate more wealth in my life now. And also don't forget, I have an energy clearing CD that clears the energy of the listener in great amounts. It costs $20. If you'd like to buy the CD, give me an inbox message and let me know. It's only $20. But when was the first age you decided to believe I don't know enough about wealth to generate more wealth in my life? Who did you get it from? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? By all the names of God, light and love from above and below, come now and delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Come in increasing amounts now and clear it all away. Clear this energy block across all time, dimension, space, and reality now. There we go. There we go. There we go. What would it take to fill in with light and love and whatever you want instead? So what would it take for you to fill in with you do know enough about wealth to generate more wealth in your life? Now, the fourth energy block we'll be dealing with today is I'm not good enough to generate wealth in my life and keep it. Now, when was the first age you decided to believe I'm not good enough to generate wealth in my life and keep it? Oh, there we go. There we go. What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? Who gave it to you? By all the names of God, light and love from above and below, come now and delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality, and increase the amount so it's completely gone. There we go. There we go. It's clearing away all the junk. So my CD totally helps out with energy clearing in terms of relationships. One of my model friends, Ruth, helped me create the first song on the CD, and it helps out with relationships. So if you want models in your life in terms of beautiful women, or you want men in your life, it's a very good CD to buy in terms of relationships. It will help you out in terms of relationships. A great mentor of mine, a guru and mentor, I call him, named Hypnotica, agreed to help out remotely with the city. I sent it to him and he said he would help out. So Hypnotica is also helping out with the energy of the city, and the city has many more great things to do. So if you'd like to buy the city, definitely just message me, and it's only $20. So now, the fifth energy blockage that we're going to clear is I'm not enough to generate and keep wealth in my life from nothing. So, when was the first age you decided to believe I'm not enough to generate and keep wealth in my life from nothing? So, what feeling is it? Who gave it to you? Where in your body is this feeling? By all the names of God, always be honest with me and give the first answer that comes up and clear it away. So light and love from above and below, come now and delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Across all time, dimension, space, and reality, delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Go to the origin of the origin and delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. There we go. And people have been seeing miraculous results and changes in their life. A friend of mine named Corey Baden, he came to me for a personal one-on-one session, and he asked to get a better job. He couldn't take care of his girl, and he ended up getting a job in construction instead of working at Dairy Queen 3 weeks later. So if you like a one-on-one energy clearing session, which costs a little bit more, usually $100 to $300 to $400, then definitely give me a message and let me know you like a one-on-one energy clearing session to get even faster results in your life in terms of money and in terms of relationships. So now the sixth block we're going to work on is light and love from above and below. Please finish the job and clear it away. The sixth energy block that we'll be working on today is I'm not fast enough to generate enough income in my life. There's not enough time. So, the energy block we'll be dealing with that is, when was the first age you decided to believe I'm not fast enough to generate enough income in my life? There's not enough time. Who gave it to you? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? By all the names of God, light and love from above and below, come now, and delete the story and uncreate it. Its origin, from its origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality now, effectively, rapidly, and permanently. And fill in, by all the names of God, fill in with light and love, please. Fill in with your soul. Fill in with your light and love and wealth. By all the names of God, fill in with wealth. The energy of wealth is flowing through every cell of your body now. So now, the seventh energy blockage that we'll be working on is I'm not good enough to create wealth from what I have. So, when was the first age you decided to believe I'm not good enough to create wealth from what I have? Who gave it to you? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? From all by the names of God, light and love from above and below, come now and delete the story and uncreate all of these origins across all time, dimension, space, and reality, and replace them with wealth and wealth creation and wealth know-how and everything that the person needs to do with wealth so they can generate more wealth in their income now. In their incomes now. So also, the second part of the CD is about wealth creation. I went out and I listened to this thing called Yoga Nidra. They said, Bob Proctor and Hypnotica both said that we want to increase our consciousness. And I listened to Yoga Nidra and they ended up going well, and I came up with gold, and they ended up going door to door and selling CDs, and I made a good amount of extra money and income that wouldn't have come without it. So increasing your consciousness is a way to do this, and this is what the CD does. It increases your consciousness so you can make more wealth within your life and receive more within your life. The next block we'll be working on is receiving is bad and negative for me and for others. All the names of God, when was the first age you decided to believe receiving is bad and negative for me and for others? Who gave this to you? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? By the names of God, light and love from above and below, come now and delete the story and uncreate this origin from its origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. The origin from 0 to 7 years old, delete the story and uncreate across all time, dimension, space, and reality now, and be replaced with wealth and light and love. The 9th energy blockage we'll be working on today is I'm not enough to receive wealth. So when was the first age you decided to believe you're not enough to receive wealth and I'm not enough to receive wealth? Who gave it to you? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this origin? By the names of God, light and love from above and below, delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. From its origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. From its origin from 0 to 7 years old, across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Destroy the origin so everything else is cleared, and clear all the energy across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Now, so the 10th energy blockage we'll be working on today is there's not enough money in the world for me to have a piece. So when was the first age you decided to believe there's not enough money in the world for me to have a piece of the pie? Who gave this to you? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? Where in your body is the origin of this feeling from 0 to 7 years old? By all the names of God, delete the story and uncreate its origin from its origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Now, effectively, permanently, and increasingly, and fill in with light and love and wealth now. And remember, one of the parts of the energy clearing CD that I have is actually energy clearing in itself. It's light work. So the CD actually asks you if I can work on your energy remotely at the beginning of the CD. So if you say yes, then you're a permanent client for life. And whenever I remotely clear my group, which is about a great many people, I energy cleared the group. And my group, I talked to my groups, and one person got a new place, another person got a new place, and the third person that I talked to, they also, they always just have money now. So it's definitely working out the remote energy clearing. So if you'd like to buy one of those CDs, give me an inbox message and ask to buy one of the CDs for $20, and I'll get work on your energy right away in new ways and shapes and forms. So the 11th energy blockage that we'll be dealing with today is there's not enough money for me to receive more money than before. So when was the first age you decided to believe there's not enough money for me to receive more money than before? Who gave this to you? What feeling is it? Where in your body is this feeling? By all the names of God, delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. From its origin, delete the story and uncreate the origin from the origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality now. Effectively, permanently, and instantly. And from by the names of God, filling with wealth and light and love in this position and spot in your energy system. So the 12th energy blockage we'll be dealing with is I'm not enough to keep wealth for myself and spend on myself first. So when was the first age you decided to believe I'm not enough to keep wealth for myself and spend on myself first? Who gave this to you? Feeling? What feeling is it? Where in your body is the origin from 0 to 7 months old? When was the first age you felt the origin? There we go. There we go. By all the names of God, light and love from above and below, delete the story and uncreate this origin from its origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Now, instantly and permanently, and fill them in with light and love and wealth. 13th energy blockage we'll be working on right now is I feel ashamed of having money. By all the names of God, when was the first age you decided to believe I feel ashamed of having money? Who gave this to you? From 0 to 7 years old, what feeling is it? From 0 to 7 years old, where in your body is this feeling? By all the names of God, light and love from above and below, delete the story and uncreate its origin from its origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality now. Delete the story and uncreate this origin across all time, dimension, space, and reality now. There we go. And fill in with light and love from above and below now. There we go. So also on the energy clearing CD, there's also a thing about the perception of greatness. And only when one is one with God can they be great in terms of doing the right thing in all situations. Only when one is one with God can they do the right thing in all situations, and people, they are labeled as great.